What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Samut Rage Cage. Hope you're ready to get your Naya mid-range on, Naya combo, whatever you want to call it. We're playing against Nissa. Should be fun. As far as opening hand goes, we've got Windswept Heath, Temple of Plenty, Wooded Foot. Yes, we will keep on this one. Beautiful opening hand. Love to have some sort of, cultivate or something like that, but we can make this work. Get a little scry action going for turn one. So let our opponent do their thing. We're playing Samut, Voice of Dissent. She has Flash, Double Strike, Vigilance, and Haste. Other creatures you control have Haste. Then for 1 white mana, untap another target creature. Cover Nissa in just a second. So let's go and get the Temple of Plenty down. Get that scry going. There we go. That's a little bit of ramp right there. We can take that. Let's go to get that down, get the scry going, or scurry, according to my Theros pre-release opponent. Do you want the sword on top? We get that down, Intrepid Hero. Gets +1/+1. It'd be a good way for us to ramp, but we do have the sword and Feast and Famine, protect from black and green. Yeah, we'll go and put that on top. We're okay with that. Yeah, we can draw on it. We got enough mana to support it. If we get into spots where we get down the Sword of Feast and Famine, we can go Voltron with Intrepid Hero. Why not? Let's have some fun. Alright, so we covered some. We're playing against Nissa. Nissa, whenever she enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic forest card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. Then, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if you control 7 or more lands, exile Nissa, return to the battlefield as a planeswalker. And then we got the nice little level up counter on the Tree Speaker. Then, whenever Nissa flips, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it in your hand. Create a legendary 4/4 elemental creature token, and then -7 untap up to 6 target lands. They become 6/6 elementals. They are still lands. All right, let's go ahead and get the Sylvan down. That way we can kind of get that mana going. Let's go and get the Wooded Foothills. Let's go and crack and grab another red source off this one. Let's go and grab the Taiga. Let's go for the Sylvan Carry 10. Let's get that down. There we go. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass turn. Alright, so we can get down Intrepid Hero next turn. We have the land drop to go for that. If we want to get down Sword and go for Feast and Famine, then we kind of put it on the Intrepid Hero, start going B6, get those lands rocking and rolling, and then we can get Miss Samut down, Miss Rage Cage, get her going too. Alright, opponent has a Tireless Tracker, which is something that we're going to need to have to watch out for. That Tireless Tracker, man, in a land deck will definitely put in some work, that card draw, and that's a solid commander card. I love it. Tireless, I don't know. It's just I've been playing a lot with. I've had Tireless Tracker kind of pop up in my games a lot recently, and it's just a good card, man. Solid commander card. All right, so our opponent does get down Nissa. It's going to get that forest popped up. I'll cross it off whenever they make the land drop next turn. See what we draw into. Draw into. What is it? The anticipate. There we go. Enlightened Tutor. Okay. So if we go Intrepid Hero, they get the clue token. We'll be online to crack the. Take care of the Tireless Tracker with Intrepid Hero. So I do like going for that. So let's go ahead and get down the Intrepid Hero. It's going to be white. And then we have the Enlightened Tutor, which we can get that down. Let's go ahead and get the Windswept Heath down. We can grab a red-white source. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, I like that. So we can grab a red-white source for off the Windswept Heath. Go for the Enlightened Tutor. Once they crack that clue token, that'll put us online for Tireless Tracker and the Intrepid Hero. Kind of take care of that. Kind of keep that under control as far as them getting too much value out of those clue tokens. Don't want them to get too much value. They do get into spots where they just simply don't have to crack the clue tokens, can kind of just start swinging with Tireless Tracker. But if that's the case, then we keep it at a 3/2, which is nice. I will take that. But if you're new to the deck, you haven't seen Samut before, this is a Naya mid-range combo style deck. This is a little bit more of my Cutthroat style decks. I usually don't play with a lot of combos in Commander. But this one, it's full of combos. And most of the combos we're running in here is basically just redundancy on the Kiki Jiki going infinite with creatures combo. So we have Kiki Jiki, we have Village Bellringer, we have Zealous Conscripts, we have the Exert guy that can, there's an extra combat step. Man, cannot remember his name, but I can see him. But yeah, he's like the 3 or 4, I think a 5-drop, I can't remember. But yeah, you exert him, take an extra combat step after this one. And so he's in here, you can kind of go infinite with him and Kiki Jiki. And then we also have Splinter Twin. So, and then we're also just running a lot of value creatures in here. So let's say we do get down something like Inferno Titan, and we can get a Splinter Twin on Inferno Titan. That's always a lot of fun. Let's go cross this force off. All right, so we got them swinging in. It's going to be 5/7 coming across, puts us down to 22. We're okay with that at this point right now. It's going to be 2 total commander damage from Nissa. We don't really have to worry about commander damage from Nissa because she's going to flip. And then it's kind of hard to get commander damage once it's a flip planeswalker like that. And let's see if there's anything else I'm going to get down. Level up on the Tree Speaker. Okay, so we do have Intrepid Hero online now. Let's go ahead and crack the Windswept Heath. Let's grab that. Let's grab a red-white source off of this one. Let's grab that Plateau. Do we want to go for Enlightened Tutor? Yeah, let's go and go for that. I think we're okay with Enlightened Tutor. Go and fire that. Search our library for an artifact or enchantment card, reveal it, put it on top. We could go for Xenagos. We could go Mind Stone, Fail War Stone, Assemble the Legion. That'll give us some nice little chump blockers with the land drop for the turn. And then we can blast the Tireless Tracker and then slowly kind of sit back on tokens and then work our way towards Sword of Feast and Famine. And yeah, I think I like that. Let's go Assemble the Legion. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay. Yeah, it's going to go on top. We can get that down. We can tap the Intrepid Hero and go for that. Yeah, I just love Assemble the Legion. So if we can find an excuse to use it, I'll definitely go for that. Let's go and get the Forest down. And the next turn we can go for the Sword of Feast and Famine and Sword of the Sword of Lands over there and get that rocking and rolling. And while Intrepid Hero's up, I guess we'll, before they get any more clue tokens, let's just go and go for the Intrepid Hero. Destroy target creature, power 4 or greater. Kind of puts them in a spot to where, at least, you know, if we wait until their turn, they get into a spot to where they can get an extra clue token and crack it. And we don't want them to get, just want to cut that card draw off, basically. So, get to Assemble the Legion down. Anything else, now we're going to go and pass the turn. So, we are sitting at 5 mana. We can flash in Samut next turn. We have Assemble the Legion coming down. We're going to be slowly getting those nice little red and white soldier creature tokens on the battlefield to kind of stop whatever chump blocking they have. About the only thing that would kind of catch us off guard is if our opponent gets some sort of big trample beat sticks out there. But if they're just going a bunch of elves and they don't really have a lot of payoff cards in the hand, I really do like Assemble the Legion. Man, it's a cool card. If you haven't seen it before, at the beginning of your upkeep, put a muster counter on, which is pretty cool. I don't know why, but I love Magic cards that have like special counters on it, like Doom counters and stuff like that. Put a muster counter on Assemble the Legion. Oh, man. Reclamation Sage. Running the fun police over here. All right. It's going to take care of Assemble the Legion. At least we can go Sword next turn, get that on there, and if we want to swing across and get ourselves a nice little, get some more lands on the battlefield, we can go for that. I'm going to crack the landscape, set your library for up to 2 basics, put it on the battlefield tapped. I think that will, if you draw 7 more lands, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that'll be 6, 7. Yeah, that should get Nissa to flip, I think, on that one. Get the waste on the battlefield. Alright, Nissa's flipped. So they couldn't +1 right now. If they wanted to create, okay, they're going for the +1. Reveal the top card, Mono War Elves. Now we do need to find something to do with the Tree Speaker because once they get to that spot where they've got it leveled up, it's going to give all of their elves a nice little bonus for that extra green mana. But if we end up going Sword of Feast and Famine, we can untap and equip it and then have protection from green and start making them discard a card. And then we can kind of swing past Nissa with the Intrepid Hero. I like that. Let's go ahead and go for that. Let's go Sword of Feast and Famine. Assemble the Legion died for Assemble the Legion died for Reclamation Sin, so we can get the Sword of Feast and Famine out there. I'll take that. Make sure we clicked on the right creature. Intrepid Hero. There we go. Didn't want to equip it to the Sylvan and be like, oh, this is the best day ever. Let's go and swing. We want the trigger to come across. We don't need to swing in at Nissa. Let's go and swing it at our opponent right now. We want to get that. We want to untap our lands and get down Sword, get down Arbor Elf to really kind of open this up. And then next turn we'll start swinging in at Nissa because we can get the Sword down, kind of go from there. All right, they're gonna have to discard a card. We're gonna be able to untap our lands. There we go. Let's go and go for get the Sword down, and let's go and get the Arbor Elf down. We could equip it if we want to for 2. We can do that next turn. Let's just get the Arbor Elf down. It kind of opens our mana back up. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. Alright, so we got Voltron Intrepid Hero today. I hope you're excited. But yeah, as far as the new cards for the deck, I added 2 new cards to the deck. We have the Majestic Chimera. It is the 5-drop. Its power and toughness are equal to twice the number of creatures that we control. So if we were to get out right now, that would be 4 creatures. It would be a nice little 8/8. And then it's like a reverse Odric in that it doesn't grant all the creatures every single ability you have. It just grants itself all the abilities that all of us have. So we get the Majestic Chimera onto the battlefield. We get down Samut. Everybody has Double Strike, Vigilance, and Haste. Oh, bummer. World Breaker. Enters the battlefield, exile target artifact, enchantment, or land. Okay, fair enough. And then, but at least we got some extra stuff down. Now, what we can do with the World Breaker, if we get down Samut, well, it already has Double Strike. I was thinking we could go for that, but it already has Double Strike, so that really wouldn't do much. Yeah, and then especially with the World Breaker, it's exile target permanent. So even if we had enough mana for Boros Charm, we wouldn't be able to give our creatures indestructible. Ooh, we got Prime Time coming in hot. It's still weird to see in Prime Time in Commander Online. This has been banned for so long. Sun Petal Grove. Okay. Let's go and get the Sun Petal Grove down. And then what are we going to go for? If we get down some, we can get that in there. We're going to be able to take care of the World Breaker right now with the Intrepid Hero. What are we going to go for? we get Samut down, we can untap it, kind of take care of any other sort of creatures they get on the battlefield. Let's go ahead and get Samut down. Yeah, I like that. Let's get Samut down. And do we have a forest to untap? Yes. Yeah, we do have forest and then white mana off the... yeah, okay. So we're going to get Samut down. Let's go and take care of the World Breaker right now, destroy it, sack a land. They can return it back to their hand if we do end up going for Intrepid Hero, and they do have the Waste Online to go for that. So I don't know if we exactly want to go for the Intrepid Hero just yet. They'll be able to sack it, and then, you know, what are we going to lose? We're going to lose Sword in that. Yeah, we're okay with going Intrepid Hero. If they want to spend their 3 mana going for that, then go for it. Alright, so we're going to go for Intrepid Hero. We're going to have that online, and then we can untap it again with Samut. Do we want to put the Sword on there? It'll be a nice little 5/4. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for that. Let's untap the Taiga. We just want to make sure we get our land drops for the turn. Let's put it on Samut. Let's go and swing in. I think we want to go up top. We're not really that worried for as far as the Nissa goes for the ultimate. There's still a little bit away. Untap up to 6 lands. Let's go and let's go and swing in. Let's go up top for commander. That'll be 8 total commander damage. We're gonna be able to search up a sword, get a couple, get a land on the battlefield. Yes, we're gonna use that ability. There we go. And what do we want to grab on this one? Probably need to grab another red sword. Let's grab a mountain, put it into play tapped. Swing it in for a 4/5 double strike. Vigilance and haste. See if they're gonna block on this one. If we can just kind of shank our commander damage through, that'll be enough for us to kind of close it out. Now, if we can somehow get Trample going with Samut, that would be good. All right, put him down to 19. That's 8 total commander damage. And then we have Boros Charm of the hand to give our creatures indestructible next turn. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. So, our opponent does have Prime Time in the hand. We'll probably see that coming down next turn. They still have World Breaker coming out of the graveyard as far as 2 colorless, and then actual colorless, sack a land, return it from the graveyard to your hand so they can recast that. But at least at this point, if they do go from Prime Time, we can take care of... once they get it down, they're going to get that land, but it's not going to have haste, and then next turn we can go for Intrepid Hero. And if they do go for World Breaker out of the graveyard, we can untap Intrepid Hero with Samut's untap ability and at least keep the board pretty low-key as far as whatever else they have out there. And then if we do find at least another beat stick creature, we can go Boros Charm, give our creature indestructible, or we simply have 4 damage up top. We can, yeah, that's another thing. With the Boros Charm, we can either hold it up to give our permanents indestructible, but right now we're not really looking for... like our stuff, we're not really worried about our stuff getting, we're playing its mono green. So we can probably use the Boros Charm, deal 4 damage to target player. We can do that 4 damage up top and redirect it over to Nissa. And then kind of just keep it under control to where they don't get get to that ultimate. We don't need those 6 lanes on the battlefield. Alright, they're going for Eternal Witness. See if they're going to target off this one. Could be World Breaker. I think... they could go Tireless Tracker if they want to start generating some extra value off their land drops. No, they're going for Lano Worlds. Okay. Beautiful. And they've also got the creepy space Lano Worlds, man. I'm a big fan of Lano Worlds. That was, when I started playing Magic Online, it was around M11 or M10, and Lano Worlds was in that set. And so I played a lot of green, and so I just... Lano Worlds would be a 4 of in almost every single deck that was running green, and so I've always had a special place in my heart for Lano Worlds. But man, it's a goofy looking art on that one. I don't know. It just looks like a sci-fi punk creature or something. Okay, we got Prime Time coming down. Let's go and cross that off. Our opponent did reveal a Into the North off that one. Search your library for a snow card. Put in the battlefield tapped. They're also going to get Prime Time down and be able to search up for 2 lands. I'm not sure exactly what Guy's Cradle's banned in 1 versus 1 commander, so I'm not sure exactly what they're going to search up. It just could be some utility lands, or maybe something like Yavimaya Hollow to give their creatures be able to regenerate it. If that's the case, we get into spots where we can activate Intrepid Hero in response to that activation. Ooh. Got the Eye of Ugin coming down. Search your library for a colorless creature card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. Okay, getting somewhere. And as far as anything else they can go for, I think they're completely tapped out of mana. Oh, and they still have the Tree Speaker, and they've got the Into the North fired off. So we're going to just make this a little bit smaller. Whenever they reveal another card, we'll kind of pop that up. Put it on the battlefield, and they did search up a... what did they search up? Oh, the 4 colorless, deals 4 damage to target creature. Okay. see if we can. Yeah, we still have Intrepid Hero and Primeval Titan on this one, so we're okay. And then we still push in with Samut, still get the lands going, and then we still have the Boros Charm over at Nissa to kind of keep her under control. See what we draw into. Kessig Wolfrun. Hey, just talking up some trample right there. Let's go and get that down. Let's go ahead and go for Intrepid Hero on Primeval Titan, and then we have a really big Kessig Wolfrun to tap out for. I think I like that. Let's go and swing in hot. See how they want to block. Right now, yes, we're going to use that ability. Let's go and grab another red source. We're okay on green. Let's come to play tapped. See if they go for the block. We're sitting at 4. That's going to be 8, 16 total commander damage. We can tap out for a really nice Kessig Wolf run. So that's going to be, let's kind of just see what we've got going on. So it's going to be 4. Tap out for Kessig Wolf run. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double strike, 10. Yeah, that should be enough with commander damage. Let's go and go for that. Let's go ahead and tap Taiga. Untap target forest. And then let's go ahead and go for the Kessig Wolf run. Target creature gains trample until end of turn. And that's going to be, let's just make sure we clicked on that correctly. Yeah, there we go. Target creature gets trampled. Okay, just make sure we didn't click on Arbor Elf. That's the last thing I exactly want to do. Let's go and tap for green. Man, love calling out cards like that. Just completely tap out on this one. X is going to be 6, so it's going to be a nice little 10-5 with trample damage. That should be enough combat damage to kind of push it through. There we go. Close it out. I was getting a little worried about that Eye of Ugin over there, seeing what kind of colorless creature they're going to go for. But we top deck ourselves a nice little Kessig Wolf run to close it out, and I will take that. So, all right, everybody, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.